The Rugby World Cup 2019 trophy tour arrived in Hong Kong this week as the national side prepared to face Malaysia in the Asia Rugby Championship and pick up vital points as part of the Rugby World Cup 2019 qualifying process. Rugby's coveted prize was welcomed by the Hong Kong Rugby Union at a formal reception attended by members of the rugby community. The Webb Ellis Cup will be on display at Hong Kong Football Club ahead of Hong Kong v Malaysia on the 26th of May, where vital RWC 2019 qualification points are at stake. The RWC 2019 Trophy Tour is in Hong Kong from 24 to 26 May and will also visit local schools, iconic locations and be joined by England's Rugby World Cup 2003 winner Josh Lucy. Rugby World Cup is the world's third-largest global sporting event. Japan 2019 is the first Rugby World Cup to be hosted in Asia, an important step in the global development of the game. The Trophy Tour aims to engage, inspire and excite new and existing fans ahead of Japan 2019. Project Asia 1 Million, part of the Impact Beyond program, which aims to attract 1 million new rugby participants by 2020, has already reached over 500,000 people across Asia with less than 500 days to go. The Front Row Supporters Club priority ticket ballot is now open. The Rugby World Cup 2019 Trophy Tour arrived in Hong Kong this week as the national side prepared to face Malaysia in the Asia Rugby Championship and pick up vital points as part of the Rugby World Cup 2019 qualifying process. Hong Kong, currently in second place in the 2018 Asia Rugby Championship table, 1 point behind Korea and with a game in hand, need to win the title to progress to the next stage of RWC 2019 qualification. The Asia Rugby Championship 2018 winners will play home and away against Cook Islands in June, July, with the winner on aggregate entering the global repechage tournament. Click here for more on Rugby World Cup 2019 qualification. In the lead-up to the match, the coveted Webb Ellis Cup was formally welcomed by the Hong Kong Rugby Union (HKRU) and a delegation representing the rugby family in Hong Kong, including New Zealand's Rugby World Cup 1987 winner Terry Wright, at the Hong Kong Football Club. Earlier in the day, the Rugby World Cup 2019 Trophy Tour inspired Hong Kong's next generation of rugby players as pupils from Jockey Club Sarah Rowe School joined students at King George V School, where the Webb Ellis Cup was displayed. King George V, a mixed secondary school, has a strong rugby tradition and has produced many of Hong Kong's male and female internationals. Jockey Club Sarah Rowe School delivers weekly rugby programs for students with additional learning needs in collaboration with the HKRU Community Foundation. HKRU CEO Robbie McRobbie said, "We are delighted to welcome the Rugby World Cup 2019 Trophy Tour, and on behalf of the Hong Kong Rugby Union and the entire rugby community in Hong Kong, we are honored to host the Webb Ellis Cup. Today we have already seen hundreds of students from King George V and the Jockey Club Sarah Rowe schools inspired by rugby's greatest prize. Engaging the next generation of rugby players and fans is so important, and with Rugby World Cup 2019 in Japan, the first Rugby World Cup in Asia next year, this is a fantastic opportunity for rugby in Hong Kong." With further community activities planned this week and the chance for the general public to see the Webb Ellis Cup at the Hong Kong Football Club on Saturday, we are all very excited to be part of this fantastic program. Saturday's match between Hong Kong and Malaysia is another important milestone in our journey to Japan 2019, with our RWC 2019 qualification ambitions riding on a top-of-the-table finish in the Asia Rugby Championship. It is wonderful for both the players and spectators to have the Webb Ellis Cup on display, and I'm sure it will prove a great inspiration to both teams. The Webb Ellis Cup also visited the Star Ferry Pier at Kowloon Point in Tsim Sha Tsui, capturing Hong Kong's iconic skyline, and one of the city's oldest landmarks, the Hong Kong Clock Tower. Today, Friday the 25th of May, the Rugby World Cup 2019 Trophy Tour continues to engage young students in Hong Kong, visiting Confucius Hall School, which became the HKRU's first school of rugby in 2013, a program that utilizes both the sports field and the classroom to encourage youngsters to adopt positive life values. As part of the trophy tour, the students at Confucius Hall will get the chance to meet former England international and Rugby World Cup 2003 winner Josh Lucy and receive a special Get Into Rugby kit, including rugby balls, bibs, cones, whistles and tag belts. The Get Into Rugby program is part of World Rugby's strategy to grow the game globally in partnership with member regions and unions, aiming to encourage players of all ages to try, play and stay in rugby. As of the end of November 2017, Asia Rugby boasted over 680,000 Get Into Rugby participants, the most of any region, with 36% of participants female. After the school visit, the Webb Ellis Cup will join the HKRU Community Foundation's Deaf Rugby program for a training session. Launched 7 years ago, the program has already achieved great success, including sending 7 men and 1 woman to the inaugural World Deaf Sevens tournament in Australia last month, delivering an exchange program with the Cambodian Deaf Rugby team, and employment of HKRU's first Deaf Rugby coach Winnie Chung, who has been nominated for this year's South China Morning Post Spirit of Hong Kong Awards. On Saturday, the Rugby World Cup 2019 Trophy Tour will visit the Hong Kong Football Club ground and give fans attending Hong Kong v Malaysia a chance to see the Webb Ellis Cup pre-match. From Hong Kong, the Webb Ellis Cup will travel to Beijing for the 6th leg of the Rugby World Cup 2019 Trophy Tour. The tour aims to inspire new audiences and participants through a program of community, education and rugby activities. The 2-year tour includes a mix of established and emerging rugby nations, and in Asia it will support the dedicated Impact Beyond 2019 Legacy program, which aims to attract and retain 1 million new rugby participants. The project is already making very strong progress in Asia, with over 500,000 already reached through various Growing the Game programs. The tour will also excite the global rugby family and drive fan engagement as Rugby World Cup 2019 in Japan approaches. Click here to view the Rugby World Cup 2019 Trophy Tour schedule. Rugby World Cup 2019 takes place from the 20th of September to the 2nd of November 2019. There has been strong demand for Rugby World Cup 2019, with more than 1.5 million ticket applications already received. The Front Row Supporters Club Priority Ballot application is now open, running between the 19th of May to the 26th of June, and fans who are not yet a member are being urged not to miss out by signing up via www.rugbyworldcup.com/supporters and creating a ticket registration account at www.rugbyworldcup.com/tickets.